Lokpha to Chumling, and the first day of the whole trip where I really felt like I was trekking in the Himalayas. The 360 footage doesn't really do it justice because the snow-capped mountains are a little bit far away, but tomorrow we get up really close with those and it's just amazing scenery. So I wanted to add a side note. It's very difficult to do voiceovers on your videos when your neighbours' dogs keep barking 24/7.
Another day, another suspension bridge. And unfortunately a group of 15-year-olds, and but we got some snow on the mountains. Phew. Starting to feel like we're in the Himalayas a little bit more now. So we actually offloaded a bit of gear at the last stop because we're heading back that way. So Utum, I was calling it Utup yesterday. Utum's ahead. He's pretty stoked because I reckon I took about 10 kilos of gear out of my bag, left it behind. He's running today. Here's our mule friends, or not friends. We got past the school kids. Unfortunately I only just remembered to start my GPS, so I don't know, 45 minutes missed out there. Bit of a climb today. Kind of tiny little bit of pain in my knees. That's alright, to be expected. Going up. I guess at least these inclines are stairs and nice roadways. Not like in Australia where we're scrambling up using tree roots, things like that. Okay, this here, I can only imagine, was either a close call or the death of a donkey. Straight over the edge. Getting amongst it now, in the front and in the back. Secretly me having an excuse to stop and rest. A lot of stairs. So I can see some more ahead. Ah, big day. It's only about 10 k's. But yeah, big gains. Big gains. I think what you tend to forget too, or I do, I have been, is that this is not a trek just made for hikers. It's actually like how they're getting from village to village, which is crazy. Carrying all that stuff all that way, using mules.
So everything in the Tsum Valley is trekked in and out by either person or mule. There's no motorable roads at all. Towards the end of the trek in Nilay, I did see a tractor, which wouldn't have been able to access a large area, but had apparently been brought in over the Tibetan border.
Okay, so that's where we're going.
Yes.
Up there. You want to tell the people what's it called?
Which one?
The village.
The village called Chumling.
Chumling. So we're crossing the suspension bridge.
And then gradual uphill, maybe around 45 minutes
45.
slowly.
Yep. Up to Chumling. Awesome. Welcome to the Himalayas, baby. Woo.
I'm not going to lie, stepping into this courtyard actually blew my mind. Hard to see again in the video, but 360-degree mountain views, snow-capped. It snowed overnight, so there's even more on the mountains the next day when we got up. Like, it just starts getting better and better from here. But yeah, walking into this little courtyard was just absolutely mind-blowing. And yeah, nice to actually be able to put your feet up and have a rest as well.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Okay. Not quite as fancy, but it's still pretty nice. At Chumling. This little room here is mine. No toilet shower in this one, unfortunately. But I am going to go and have a bit of a wash.
So during the 1950s, the Chinese invaded Tibet and they suppressed them from practicing their cultures and religions. With the border only being about 15 kilometres away in its closest spot, Tsum Valley, a lot of Tibetans fled Tibet and made their way across the border into Nepal and then across to India. The vibrant colours and the intricate woodwork you can see here is an example of the rich Tibetan culture that you'll find in the Tsum Valley. Okay, so let's grab a menu and take a look. Now, these menus, you will find the exact same menu in every tea house and guest house along the way throughout Tsum Valley and the Manaslu Circuit Trek. Okay, it's only the prices that change, obviously, because it's got to be carried up the mountain by somebody. The higher up you get, the little bit more expensive it gets. Pricing. You may notice some veg momo that I scroll over here in a minute. Veg momo, 570 rupees. Equates to about $6.69 Australian cents. So if you're hungry, buy the food. And don't be fooled, guys. You don't have to eat dal bhat every single day. I actually felt a lot better once I'd stopped. This little cabin reminds me of being back at number 10 Derwent Bridge. Except I don't have a heater, but it's probably just as cold. Do I look okay? Anyway, today, unbelievable. We did it was only around 10k and about 4 hours. We gained 700 metres, so we got up to 2,341 metres. So back in Australia, our highest mountain, Kosciuszko, is 2,200 metres, I believe, like that. So yeah, we're up there now, but I've like coming up the stairway into Chumling, which is where we're staying now. I just said to Gokana, my God, I was like, Himalayas, baby, because we're just surrounded by like just these massive, massive mountains. Ganesh Himalaya, which is over 7,000 metres high, and a couple other mountain peaks that are like 6,000 metres high, covered in snow. You know, clouds are wisping by. This little tea house has got like a courtyard, and just like plonked myself on a chair there and just sat there and just like, you know, watch the mountains and watch the clouds zooming past and zooming because it got a bit windy. Yeah, super special. Really, really just amazing place. Tough hike today. Today was the toughest out of so far since we left Much Collar a couple of days ago. Lots of stairs, lots and lots of stairs, and lots of switchbacks. So just working our way up. Then we had to work our way down, and we lost 180 meters, I think, and then the 45 minutes up to Chumling. Tomorrow's hike is going to be interesting because we've having a massive storm at the moment, and the guys just got a weather report through, and it's actually snowing up at our next destination, Paro. So Gokana, my guide, was just saying like there's a bit of a sketchy section which is a landslide, and he's like, oh, usually like we wait and make sure no rocks are falling down, and then we go really fast. So he was a little concerned about that when he heard about the snow, but yeah, we'll just see what tomorrow brings. Yeah, like, oh man, today is, you know, yeah, put it on your list if you ever want to come over and do Himalayas. Beautiful, it's beautiful. Anyway, as you can imagine, I'm buggered. Yeah, see you tomorrow.